Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, what I'll be talking about on this video is on the full January 2025 teaser on Betrayal on Zeeworld. That is, I'll be talking about what you guys should be expecting this month on Betrayal on Zeeworld. So before I move on, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time coming across my channel. So without wasting much of your time, let us move on into the full teaser. So 1st January, the police goes to the university and takes away Soroniu for questioning. Meg understands Mayuri's conspiracy. Later, Tridip and Meenakshi go to the police station and refuse to believe Mayuri's claim. 2nd January, Soroniu reveals Mayuri's attempt to blackmail him. Meg visits the police station and foils Mayuri's plan. Mad Umita breaks down after learning everything. Later, Soroniu expresses his grief when Meg doesn't talk to him. 3rd January, Mayuri spews venom about Soroniu and Meg in front of Anidia. On returning home, Mayuri insults Mad Umita as well. Meanwhile, Soroniu ignores Meg. Later, Soroniu decides to talk to Meg on the day of the final exams. 4th January, the principal speaks to Meg about Soroniu. Elsewhere, Mayuri meets Roop to make a plan against Meg. Later, Soroniu goes to meet Meg. She initially refuses to meet him but eventually obliges. 5th January, Mad Umita objects to Meg going for a performance to Raychak. Later, Mayuri tries to mislead Soroniu. Meanwhile, Mayuri is afraid that Soroniu will understand the handwriting. Later, Jisnu and Meg arrives at the resort. 6th January, Roop secretly keeps an eye on Meg. Later, when Meg gets drunk and speaks her heart out, Jisnu worries about her. Anidia feels surprised to see Soroniu at the resort. Later, Jisnu splashes some water on Meg's face to stabilize her. 7th January, everyone is shocked after seeing Jisnu in Meg's room at the resort, thinking that Jisnu misbehaved with Meg. Soroniu raises his hand on him. The owner of the resort informs Anidia that Meg has ordered for drinks. When Soroniu misunderstands Meg, Guinea speaks to him. 8th January, when Guinea hears Jisnu speaking about Raychak, she understands that Roop is involved in the matter. Mad Umita feeds soup to Meg. When Mayuri speaks against Meg, Anidia and Mad Umita protest. 9th January, Anidia asks his neighbors to leave when they speak ill about Meg. He asks Meg to find out who the wrongdoers are and punish them. Mayuri shows Meg a photo of Jisnu and the letter, which has been published in the newspaper. Meg gets upset seeing it. 10th January, Mad Umita and Anidia feels worried about Meg. Elsewhere, when Guruji learns about the happenings from Jisnu, he decides to meet Meg. Guruji comes to meet Meg. When Soroniu beats up a professor in the university because of Meg, Madhavi tries to make him understand. 11th January, Meg blames herself for everything and commits suicide by taking sleeping pills and cutting the veins of her hand. Meg feels uncomfortable thinking about all the past insults that she had to face, so she slashes her wrist and consumes sleeping pills to kill herself. Meg gets admitted to the hospital. When Soroniu comes to visit Meg at the hospital, Anidia stops him. 12th January, the doctor informs Anidia that and Madhumita that they are trying their best to revive Meg, but she has lost her will to live. Meanwhile, Lal tries to comfort Soronil. 13th January. Anidia stops Meenakshi from wanting to shift Meg to their hospital. Guruji tells the media that he will stop singing if Meg is not proved innocent. Soronil decides to stay in the hospital after learning about Meg's critical condition from Tridip and Meenakshi. Guinea and Minnie meet Roop's friend, Dibyendu. 14th January. Anidia seeks the help of the police to find the truth about the incident at the resort. Soronil regrets his actions. Anidia suspects that Mayuri and Roop are plotting against Meg. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Jisnu tries to calm down a disturbed Soronil. 15th January. Meenakshi informs that Meg is responding to treatment. When a bed-reading Meg hears Mayuri's voice, she gets confusions. Madhumita sees Mayuri getting tensed about Anidia's accusations and feels suspicious about her. Meanwhile, Meg's condition deteriorates. Thursday, 6th January. Mayuri tells Madhumita that Anidia won't be able to prove anything against her as she is innocent. Meanwhile, Guinea informs Bhaskar about the plan to expose Roop. Later, the doctor says that Meg has an hour left to live. The ward boy tells Soronil that Meg doesn't have much time to live as poison has been found in her body. 17th January. Elsewhere, Guinea installs camera around Dibyendu's house. Later, when Meg regains consciousness, she apologizes to Anidia. Later, Meg agrees to meet Soronil. Elsewhere, Roop walks around Dibyendu's house to check if he is framing him. 18th January. Anidia gets annoyed seeing Soronil in Meg's cabin. Soronil feels awkward on seeing Anidia. Meanwhile, Anidia tells Madhumita that he will never let Soronil come close to Meg. Later, Guinea plans to nab Roop red-handed. 19th January 2025. Meg gives a reality check to Soronil when he asks her to give him one more chance. She hugs Anidia and weeps. When Meenakshi, Bhaskar, Sujata and Tami meet Anidia regarding Soronil and Meg's reunion, he rejects their request immediately. 20th January 2025. Soronil grandma gets emotional about seeing Meg. She tells them that she won't be able to return to their home. Later, Guinea meets Roop at a cafe. Guinea tries to save Damayanti by cautioning her about Roop's behavior. Later, Madhumita speaks about Soronil with Meg. So guys, that is that about what you should be expecting in the month of January on Betrayal on Zeeworld. So thanks for watching. Bye.